nice and good, but how does this apply to our species where we have predominantly one embryo? So in other words, we're not all octomoms, so who cares, let alone 50 omoms or 100 omoms.
Yeah, so I guess for humans, we look at this phenomenon and it can occur post like birth. So things like looking at how skin to skin affects mothers' newborns, right? Like that's a communication just in a different type of way, no longer like this chemical teratogen embryo to embryo stuff, but there's still this communication interaction between mother and child. Also, if we look at like other things such as emotionally, right? Like humans talk to each other, we take care of each other. Talking is a type of communication. So we see that in the case of humans, it might not be a particular molecule that's being passed along, but it could be different forms of this interaction, whether that is contact or word-based. I think that the phenomenon still holds in people.
And by the way, you can see in the anthrobot case, you can see a microcosm of that happening, because these anthrobots are actually helping to heal the neurons that the neural scratch that they come across, right? And so again, it's this notion of cross. I don't know, they're not embryos, but there's some sort of organism to organism improvement that you're seeing, right? Like I have a feeling it's a much more kind of general and fundamental property, but obviously that a lot of that remains to be discovered.
Yeah, something I was going to ask is, what are the boundaries associated with this morphogenetic assistance? So you've established the cellular, and what about organ level or tissue level or cytoskeletal? Or what about us as people? Is there some analogous mechanism through which we as humans, as people, we're influencing one another right now?
Yeah, quite possibly. And and there's even this business of having had to be exposed to the teratogen before you become helpful as part of the group. Like maybe there's a human analogy too. Mark Solms told me that to be a good psychoanalyst, you have to have been psychoanalyzed yourself, right, and gone through that process. So maybe this is truly scale free in the sense that you see it in cells and tissues and all the way up. But of course, yeah, this remains. So we with support from the Emerald Gate Foundation, we have a new project starting now where we're going to look at that, and we're going to look at what the limits are of this, and so in the frogs and so on, we're going to look at what the kind of how general this phenomenon is, and then the same thing on the anthrobot side. We're working with a company called Astonishing Labs, which again is going to let us really go wider and try to understand. Okay, so they heal neural scratches. What else? What else can they heal?